Hey, this is Nick Nilsson, Mad Scientist of Muscle, and what we're going to do today here is a bicep-focused metabolic monster circuit. Now what we're going to be doing is 4 different exercises, none of which is a curl. These are all exercises that are targeted for other body parts but involve biceps very strongly in some way. In between those exercises, you're actually going to be doing a loaded carry, a farmer's walk, in a supinated position with a pair of dumbbells. Now this position, with your palms forward like this, really puts a good stretch on the biceps. Every step you take is going to put some stress and some stretch on those biceps. So the exercises we're going to use here are a bicep-focused chin-up. So basically you're doing a chin-up, but you're trying to keep your body vertical. So as you're pulling up, instead of leaning back, pulling to the sternum, you're actually leaning forward into it, pulling the bar close to your face, keeping your body vertical. Then you're going to do the loaded carry, depending on the distance. It could be there and back twice or once. I'm using a pair of 75-pound dumbbells for that. You want a relatively moderately heavy weight for doing this, something that you normally wouldn't use for curls, something a little bit heavier than you use for curls, simply because you're just holding the bottom position, you're not actually curling the weight. Now, once you finish with that, set down the dumbbells. I've got a bar loaded, 135 pounds. This weight may vary for you and likely will. I'm going to be doing a barbell curl squat. So pick up the bar, take a relatively narrow grip on it, do a cheek curl up to the top. This is very important. This is a weight that's more than you can actually curl. So hold that at the top, set your feet out wide, and then you're going to squat down. Now this works the legs, but it also works the core extremely strongly. Now after you've just done that exercise with the loaded carry like that, you put a good stretch on your biceps. This is a hold, essentially, as you're doing the squat in the top of the curl position. So you're really getting a good contraction on the biceps there. You do another loaded carry, same dumbbells, same distance. Set the dumbbells down, grab a bit lighter pair of dumbbells. I've got a pair of 50-pound dumbbells here. You're going to do a dumbbell fly. Now, normally you don't think of a chest exercise as working the biceps, but because you're doing a fly with your hands in a neutral position up to the side like that, that bent arm really hits the bicep isometrically very, very strongly into the stretch position. Now you can do this on a bench. I'm going to do these on the floor actually, because what I'm going to do at the bottom is rest my elbows on the ground, let the dumbbells come down a little bit so I get a little bit more of a stretch even than that, bring them back up, and then finish the fly. You can do that on the bench. I actually prefer doing it on the ground so that you can get that traction at the bottom, get that fulcrum created at the bottom. Set the dumbbells down, do your carry back and forth, and then your final exercise, which is a supinated stiff-legged deadlift. So it is exactly what it describes, basically doing a regular stiff-legged deadlift, and I'm using the same weight that I was using for the curl squat. Take a supinated grip on the bar, and then just perform the exercise as you normally would. The supinated position, very effective for targeting the biceps, in addition to the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. Finish with your final loaded carry, and then you're done. So here's what that all looks like put together. Alright, so that is the monster bicep circuit. This one is also going to trash your forearms. As you probably noticed on the last set there, I couldn't make the full range with the last farmer's walk. Grip was totally giving out. Now, by the time you finish this one, your speech skills will be shot and your biceps will be pumped up and swollen. Now, rest about 3 minutes in between sets and aim for 3 to 5 rounds through of this circuit. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Now if you want to get more training videos just like this one, be sure to click on either of those two videos over on the left.